Hey everyone. Sorry. Wasn't planning on going live tonight and kind of throw everything together in a hurry. Let me say hi to everybody and then we'll get to it. Let me see here. Okie dokie. There's a lot of people here. Okay. Hey J Freak, MTT Velvet. Hola. Julie. Ruthann, Chaos, Michelle, Velvet, Ruth Ann, Paula, Plant Lover, Ellie, Linda S, Elizabeth, let me see, Lisa, Susie Q, I'm like nervous for a live. I don't like it. Shanoi Shanui, Mel B, Jules, Lisa Ann, welcome. Fire and Ice, Roro, Detour, Coffee, Miss Wicked, Pisces, MW, Barbara M. Okay. I have the chat set on members because I don't want to get bombarded. So if you want to chat, someone will drop the link for the membership. I'll do an after show after this live too. And that'll be on the 90 Day Fiance tier. Thank you, Mel B, for the so pretty much I've kept my mouth shut about everything that's been going on with Angela and Michael. I don't think I've spoken on a live about them since I was there at their house in February when we were breaking the story that he was gone. Because it's just a lot. There's a lot of moving parts with this story, and I am very close with Angela and her family. And I I know them pretty well, I would say. Spent a lot of time with them, and I wasn't going to say anything because I have enough on my plate as it is right now, but I can't see this happening and not say everything while everybody else and their mother's cashing in on it, saying the world's worst thing. So I'm going to give you some receipts and I'm going to say what I have to say. And that's it. I've been getting bombarded with, on IG, on Twitter, like every time I make a post or a tweet or X now, it'll always be Twitter to me though. I'm getting comments on my old Angela videos. If I make a comment about Housewives, it's like, you're friends with Angela, and it's just been annoying. So I kind of distanced myself from it because I just didn't want to be bothered. But, at some point you got to step in and do what's right. So hopefully that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to show some receipts. I'm going to drop a couple nukes. And I'll leave it for you guys to decide on what's really going on here. So let me play my little intro and then we'll get into it. Hey, yes, I got an MTT. So lot of headlines about Angela and Michael. The whole world's talking about them. People who don't even talk about 90 Day Fiance are, like I said, weighing in. And so let me tell you what I know. And let me show you what I have, because there's no one on the internet closer to the Deems than me. I can promise you that. I'm going to pull up Michael's GoFundMe, and I'm going to read it. And then we're going to get into it, because I'm kind of like all over the place with this. I want to preface this by saying I have not watched a single episode of Happily Ever After. I think I watched the first one or two when it first started. I have seen clips of the show from various bloggers, or the 90 Day page. And it's not easy being a fan of Angela's. you know? uh, and Angela could be very hard to love at times, and I speak from experience on that. But I also know that Angela will give you the shirt off her back, which she's done for me countless times. And when me and Cody watch clips from, like, what people are posting, bloggers, whatever, and me and Cody are like, ooh, like it's hard to defend. And Georgie has a hairball, so that's what that noise is. Georgie. Um, it's hard to defend her sometimes, because you see this stuff on TV and you're like, oh. And I don't condone everything Angela does, just like she doesn't condone everything I do. But I do know what it's like to get a bad rep, and it sucks. So here I am. So let me pull up the his GoFundMe, which I'm not pulling it up in support of it. I'm just pulling it up because it's part of the show. So this reads. Hold on, let me go full screen on this. Okay. Support Michael's legal battle. I'll never say his last name right, nor will I ever try to. It reads, "Hi, I'm Michael from TLC's TV show 90 Day Fiance. I have been put in a situation once again due to Angela's actions where I unfortunately have to ask for help. Due to recent legal filings for an annulment by Angela against me, I must seek legal advice. I have obtained an attorney, but fees are expensive. There are time restraints and deadlines, so seeking pro bono help doesn't fit these circumstances. I have a legal battle to fight, and that fight will be expensive. The money that is being donated will be used to cover all legal expenses in connection with this annulment and any other legal matters I have to deal with as a result of this annulment filing." Already, like, this is garbage. Sorry. And you could tell that the Kibbles and Bits wrote this, but this is clearly not coming from Michael. So this, all right, let me just finish reading this. I ask all my fans to help. Whatever you can give, I would deeply appreciate. I understand all of us are having hard times, and I hate to ask others for money's support, but it seems like due to the legal actions brought against me, I have to ask. Thank you all, and God bless. Please note, Mary Kay is a blogger from the channel Kibbles and Bits. I asked her to help me set up this campaign, but please be assured all funds are going directly to me. Oh, I am sure that they are all going to you, Michael. And this is my only campaign page. Thank you so much. And as an update, thank you so much for your generous support. So this is garbage in so many ways already. And then okay, so these are just the people donating, and that's it. This is it. So, I had a GoFundMe 6 years ago. And when I did it, as embarrassing it is to bring it up again, because I just want to forget that part of my life. Hold on. I had to jump through hoops really to get it going because I, we were getting evicted at the time, and ours was for getting us a place to go. But mine got reported so many times. I had to sign my name in blood. I had to produce court paperwork. I had to, and mine wasn't for attorneys or anything like that. It was just for us to be to move. As far as I know, it's illegal. Well, not illegal. I don't want to say illegal. It's not within GoFundMe's terms of service to have a GoFundMe for, attorneys or legal counsel. Maybe there's a difference whether it's, criminal attorneys that you need. This isn't a criminal case. Maybe that's the caveat there that I'm missing. But as far as I know, you can't have a GoFundMe to raise money for attorneys. And that's weird to me, but whatever. Okay, so let me go back to this. Oh, no, I don't like that there. And we see here that he has already raised $34,568 of his $25,000 goal. Huh? When my GoFundMe, I don't remember if it was for 4,000 or 5,000. I think it was for 4,000. But as soon as oh, damn it. Thank you, Jay Freak. As soon as I hit my goal, I ended it. I think it was 4,000. As soon as I was that's all I needed, and that was it. I was good. I'm not quite sure why he has this still up and running, also still begging people for money as we speak. I don't know why people are giving more money than he's asking for. It's just weird to me, and I just remember the scrutiny I had to go through when I had my GoFundMe. But people, and again, fans of the show will say that, Angela wasn't the nicest to him and abused him or, and so the first nuke I'm about to drop right now, you guys ready? Hold on, let me get my stuff.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
So, ready for this? Yep. Oh, you know what? This requires a different video. Hold on. There it is. I'm wondering if Michael told Kibbles and Bits that he just got paid $40,000 from this show not 3 weeks ago. Yeah. All the cast just got paid from this season of Happily. And not 3 weeks ago, Michael got paid $40,000. His cut of the show between him and Angela. But, huh? What? Huh? 40, and you could ask all the cast that's on the show because they get paid. They used to get paid like right after the tell-all like filmed. Now they changed it to pay them kind of like, right when it starts, or, so the tell-all is, 5 parts. It's really long this year. But Michael over here with this GoFundMe for a legal battle just got paid $40,000. $40,000. And you got people here on this GoFundMe donating. Let me see here. This woman just sent $500. Good old Karen. Hey, Karen, you want to be my friend?
Send us something.
I'll take some of your money if you're giving it away that freely. See y'all. Let's see here. And look at all this money rolling in. Do you people know that he just received $40,000 from the show? And I know a lot of people want to hate Angela. And trust me, I know Angela makes it easy for people to feel that way because, she is a formidable woman. And I've known her for a long time now, and I've gotten into my shares of up and down with her, but at the end of the day, we're family. But I speak from experience. I know what it's like to be on the crappy end of when Angela's mad at you. Trust me, it's not fun. But still, huh? So he got paid $40,000 not 3 weeks ago. And when was this started here? Let me see. Does it say when this was started? What date it was? And this is all you're getting. So this GoFundMe is for an annulment and extra. First off, I've spoken to Michael directly many times, especially when he was still in Nigeria. And I've only spoken to him when I've been at Angela's house, but I've been at Angela's house many, many times over the years. We were just there a couple of months ago. We were there in February. I don't think it'd be a shock to anybody that we're close. Shit, I forgot where I was going with this.
You talked to Michael and I.
Thank you, Cody. Sorry, my nerves are a little bit. And when I was sitting at Angela's dining room table, and Michael was on, because before Michael got here, Michael would be on FaceTime with her pretty much all day long. Angela wanted him to get accustomed to
and see what the life was here,
what the life was, the workings of the house.
Yeah,
so all this garbage about Michael coming here and not knowing anything or not knowing anything about the house.
BS.
Me and Angela were in the car. We're going to Walmart, and we weren't talking. The radio wasn't. It was just quiet for a second, and then all of a sudden I hear Angie, and I jumped like that. And I'm like, and she goes, "Oh no, it's Michael." And I go, "Oh, that's right.
He was in a purse.
He was in the purse." And so it's a big fat lie that Michael had no idea what he was walking to. Because I can tell you, almost every time we were at Angela's house, she always had him on the phone for hours. And he had no problem with it.
No, they just sit up there and just, as long as he saw everything, she saw everything, they'd sit there and just act like he was there at the house.
And the grandkids,
oh,
hey, Michael, she wanted him to get acclimated to what he was going to.
He knew.
So again, with this, so what are these people signing up their money for? I don't get it. There is time restraints. So back to where I was going with this. I spoke to Michael and I said, like, Michael, I know you have like a lot of friends, like, and lawyers. And he would say, like, I have a ton of Nigerian lawyers over here in the States. That's what he told me, point blank, verbatim. Verbatim. He said, I have a lot of lawyer friends in Nigeria in the States, but they can't help me in Nigeria. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. If you're admitted to the bar here in the United States, whatever state you're admitted to, clearly that won't do them any work over there in Nigeria. So that made sense to me. And let me be frank when I say I have told Angela a million times over the course of our friendship that this is a horrible mistake and it's never going to work. And I know a lot of people did too. But when you have the love blinders on, you don't want to hear what people have to say. I know I don't want to hear anything anybody has to say about my marriage because, it's your marriage and you're not living in it, right?
Same.
And that's how that works. Jesus Christ probably could have came down and told Angela not to marry him. Trump could have probably said, hey, this is a huge mistake, Angela. I can't do Trump well. So this GoFundMe is still up and running. We're now $10,000 over the requested amount, and people keep giving. Why? And what's clear here? This is for an annulment and maybe some other legal stuff that'll come up later. Let me tell you something. As someone who's been involved in a few lawsuits myself over the course of the years, you would never need that much money for an attorney for an annulment. Like, unless he's like digging up the corpse of Johnny Cochran and he has to pay, like, to get the body exhumed and reanimate himself. I don't understand how in the world he would need this much money for an annulment when Angela lives in like the most rural county in Georgia. She lives on a dirt road, for Christ's sakes. Jeff Davis County, and I've been there plenty. I know. It's not a bustling metropolis by any means. Like, I'm sure he probably could have gotten an attorney for, I don't know, $5,000 maybe, if on the high end. And again, yeah, that's a good question, Julie. Why all this money and why keep it going? Because you got a taste of it now? Because let me tell you something. I also know for a fact that he's living in, with his friends from the what's the name of the place? The Paradise Men. He's living there. I believe in Texas. Rent free. Not paying for anything. 0.00 he's paying for. He just got 40 grand not 3 weeks ago from his paycheck from Happily. He goes on TikTok every night. Well, not every night. I think every Friday night, maybe. And I've seen, I've seen a couple of his TikToks, and it looks like he's living in like a nice place. Not paying for it. And he's told me, like I said, that he has plenty of Nigerian friends here, attorneys, that could help him. So what's not adding up here? Is he getting an annulment from like Elizabeth Taylor? Do we have to exhume her body too? I'm like, huh? And not only that, he's keeping it going, and it's just an open-ended GoFundMe. Like, keep sending money. Look, we asked for 20. They probably thought, oh wait, let's ask for 25. We'll never get that, and they got it. And they're like, well, let's just keep it going. Does Michael look put upon at all to anybody? Do you see him struggling? Because I only see one person struggling, and it's Angela. And I know everybody wants to hate Angela, and I've hated her myself at times, but she's the one struggling with this. She's the one putting out the money for this, and everyone's just, oh, Michael farted. Here's 500. Give me a moment. And wouldn't it be something, now if you're Michael, and Michael's not as stupid as he looks, man. I thought he was an idiot, to be honest with you. He had like that dim look in his eyes. Like I thought Michael was an idiot, to be honest with you. But let me tell you something, that guy's smart. Because wouldn't it be just really convenient for him to, I don't know, play the long game out on this show? Let Angela abuse him for years, but nobody wants to talk about why he stayed with her, right? Everybody wants to talk about Angela's abuse towards Michael, but nobody wants to talk about why Michael stayed. Why is that not a topic? Why aren't people saying, hey, Michael, after the first season, you should have left her when she threw the cake in your face or the water or whatever it was. After the second season, you should have left her, but you stayed. After the third season, you left her, but you stayed. After the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth season, you stayed. Why is that not a topic of discussion? That doesn't set off any alarms in people's head. And guys, I really am, yes, am I biased towards Angela? Yeah, right. But I can admit when I see Angela doing wrong, and again, the clips I've seen from the show, not great. But again, don't forget, it's an edited show, highly edited show. That's why I stopped watching it. And you're getting like the hot sizzle moments. So if TLC shows, Angela throwing water in Michael's face, that's going to get a reaction out of people, and more people are going to watch next week. If you see Angela being all lovey-dovey to Michael, that's not going to get the same reaction out of people. And don't forget that TLC and 90 Day Fiance are wearing themselves thin with this show, because they still keep making spinoff after spinoff after spinoff, and they have to keep people vested in watching. So they, and again, did Angela do bad things to Michael on the show? Yeah. I mean, I can't. Absolutely. But why did Michael stay? And Angela, like me, wears her heart on our sleeves. Like, when you wear your heart on your sleeve, everyone knows what you're feeling. And that's what it is. Like, I can't, me, like, listen, some of you have been following me for 10 years. And I'm cut from the same cloth as her. So I get it. And there have been plenty of times when you see me react and shouldn't have reacted and gone off the deep end when I shouldn't have. But that's how I am. That's how she is. And that's how a lot of people are. But to leave an open-ended, and keep sending the money. This is so he's up to 35,000 now. On top of the 40 he's got, and then let's not forget the secret bank accounts he had the whole time. Now I gotta get into some other stuff here. Same, because I want to show you guys everything. because I've been sitting on this for too long. I just didn't want to get attacked, to be honest with you. No, Pisces, you're right. Like, listen, I can't condone everything Angela, and I certainly don't, and nor would she condone everything I do, right? But this is the biggest scam here. This GoFundMe is the biggest scam going. So I'm wondering if Kibbles and Bits knows that Michael just got paid $40,000, because ask the rest of the cast from Happily. They all get paid at the same time. Who was on the show? Lauren, Alex, Emily, I think, Kobe. I didn't even watch any of it, so I couldn't even, Ed, Liz, Gino. Yeah. I'm gonna give you down the road. So this is a bit much for me. And I hate to say that. Well, I don't hate to say it. It just, Nigerians are known for scamming. That's what they do. Not all of them, but a good portion. We know about the Paradise Men thing, where in the Paradise Men was I don't know if it was a website or an app, but it was for Nigerians to get acquainted with older American women to get them over here. They do play the long game, Paula, and this is my point. Michael allowed this to happen for years because he knew at some point he'd finally get here, and now he's getting the riches. Look, in 3 weeks, he got paid from the show. He's got this and it says in the chat, everything goes to Michael. So in 3 weeks, this guy is up $75,000 in 3 weeks. We should all be so lucky. This is insane, and it's still going. And I've seen a couple of his TikToks where, like, I know on TikTok, you get paid immediately. You can cash out whenever you want. So you go live on TikTok, you do streams, and, he battles people. Like, I tried TikTok. I suck at it. I don't really get it. But, I've seen a couple of his TikToks where people are saying, like, what, the galaxies or the universes, which is like, what, like $100, like, super chat, or, that you get immediately. So he's making tons of money off TikTok. He's making 35K off, and this guy is here doing nothing. Why? Because you feel bad for him because Angela was mean to him on the show. Now this guy's got more money than everybody donating. And the fact that now they're trying to rewrite, as in Michael's team, are trying to rewrite history now. Let me show you some more receipts that I got. Give me 1 second. Michael is on TikTok right now battling for money as we speak. How it works is that they split it down the middle. So I'm sure Angela got 40 and Michael got 40. They don't give one spouse, to my knowledge, they don't give one spouse more than the other. They split it. Unless they've changed it recently. But and then there's like Michael's live. I'm looking at Michael's TikTok right now. He's laughing. He's smiling. He's raising the roof. No, I don't want to get struck. But he's raising the roof right now.
He's got his gold chains.
This man does not look like he's in any type of pain. But Angela is really struggling. And again, I know it's hard for a lot of people to feel any type of remorse towards her. Yeah, so Angela got 40K, he got 40K. That's how it works. And she really did love him. You know, she would not have put up with that. Like, I don't know what people would think. Angela, you know, so to the Angela critics out there, what kind of game did you think she was playing? So if Michael's playing the long game, which he is with the scamming, because look at him now, he's a king here. He got what, $35,000? How long? Can someone tell me in the chat how long that GoFundMe's been up? I don't know. And he's living his best life right now. I'm surprised he's not being fed grapes and being fanned by locals. Just give me a second. Sorry, I got like intel. If I jump off for a minute, it's because I'm getting texted with stuff. So back to the question that I posed. What was Angela's long game? So she can bring him over here after 7 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars she spent. You know, when it was always Angela going to Nigeria. Obviously, Michael couldn't come here. And I don't know how many times she went there to Nigeria on her dime. You know, she was going twice a year, let's say twice a year for 7 years, 14 times. It was always Angela flying there and seeing him. You know, TLC and Sharp, they weren't paying for her hotel room. They weren't paying for her flights. Another thing that y'all don't know is that, you know, a lot of people are questioning why Angela told Michael to not work. You know, you want to know why? Because Michael had this grandiose idea that he would start flipping cars in Nigeria. You know, and you know, he wanted that to be his business, where he gets like you flip houses, right?
You buy his house.
You get a car, you restore it, and then you resell it. That was Michael's idea. And Angela was sending him, you know, thousands of dollars to buy the cars so he could flip them, and it just wasn't paying. You know, Michael's no mechanic. And it got to the point where Angela told him, and I was there, I heard it, where Angela told him, like, listen, this isn't working. You know, we're making enough money off the show. Just stop that. I'd rather you not work. I'd rather you not work than throw all this money that I'm sending you to flip cars that you're not flipping because you don't know how to. What was that money going to the car? There's also, sorry. there's also now that it's being said that like Michael was always faithful to Angela and he stood by her side. Well, let me dispel that right now. I was the one that told Angela that Michael was cheating on her because they reached out to me first. And I'm going to show you the text, all of them now. I was told not to. Angela didn't want me showing them because, it's hurtful towards her because she loved the guy. And she said, Johnny, don't show him. And I said, okay, fine, but I'm going to show him. And then you tell me, you tell me who the scammer is here. So to the Angela critics, and I could be one of them at times, her grand idea was to bring Michael here, so he could be a maid and clean the house. Well, let me tell you, as someone who's been to Angela's house a million times, the house is clean. I know when they showed Michael walking into Angela's bedroom, that it wasn't like, but I even said to Angela, I'm like, Angela, your bedroom. She's like, I know. But Angela, she's always on the go. Like Angela lives out of suitcases. She'll be home for like a week or two, and then she'll be gone for a week or two, and then she comes, So for Angela, it's easier to just kind of, instead of unpacking and packing again, she kind of just leaves it all out there,
Well, because you don't know what you're gonna take.
Did it look like a mess? Yeah,
Angela has a lot of clothes,
but Angela's got a lot of stuff, and I can tell you that between the grandkids who have their chores and Scotty and Skyla who are always there, they wouldn't need Michael to come here and clean.
No.
But if Angela expected Michael to pick up, well, that's your husband,
and you're living here,
and you're living there, and you're part of the family. So
clean up
again, I'm not sure how that plays, because you see the show, you see him walking into the bedroom. The bedroom was a nightmare. Granted, if I were Michael and I walked into the bedroom, I would have ran out. I would have said no. But it's just Angela's bedroom. Like the rest of the house,
it's not like
that.
No,
because me and Cody wouldn't go over there if it was like that. And every time we've ever gone to Angela's, we've always stayed there. We slept there. We never got a hotel. It was always, we
always stay there.
And every time we go there, the kids leave us a nice note and here's your sweet, they call it it's John and Cody's room. It's one of the bedrooms.
And they always want a rating. They want to know how it was.
And they're adorable.
They always get 100.
So I know that the kids loved Michael. I was there just recently and then again in February, and the kids all missed him. They loved him being there. And Michael had said to them, I always want to talk to the kids. I don't want to lose contact with the grandkids. And, Michael was on a TikTok, and Boog, which is Skyla's son, Angela has 6 grandkids. There's one boy, that's Boog. And he had not called in, I tried to connect on a TikTok with Michael, and Michael's like, hello. And as soon as he heard Boog's voice, he hung up on him, which was heartbreaking. And, some people say well, maybe he doesn't want to talk. He wants something to do with the family anymore, which is a point. I could see that. But you just don't do that to a little boy who looked up to you. He was, he was good with the grandkids, the grandkids. And I talked to all of them. I love her. I consider Angela's grandkids like my nieces and nephews, because I don't have much of a family. So, and it broke their hearts. Then you find out that, you know, before he left, you know, Michael's taking, you know, money from the grandkids. I know he took, you know, Marley's the oldest. He took $80 from her. London is Scotty's oldest. He took 20 from her. And, you know, that's chump change, right? You know, because now Michael's making like, you know, 35,000 on GoFundMe's. So, I mean,
But what do you need the money for?
I don't know.
Because Angela always got everything for the house. Everything was always fully stocked of food, like everything. There, you go to Angela's house, you need nothing. Trust me.
And the point of this live is not to make anybody like Angela. I know everybody's got their mindset.
You have your own opinion.
I just want to tell you what I know and what I've seen, because no one's, you know, any blogger out there, no one has a connection to them like I do. And everybody knows it. And Lord knows I've gotten mad at Angela plenty of times my own self. You know, but at the end of the day, I know she's a good person. It may not read that way on TV, but don't forget, it's a reality TV show that's like 95% edited. And that's why I don't watch it anymore. You know, especially now, like, which is a good point, because I see how the Deems are in real life. I've been there. And that is not how it's portrayed on the show. Granted, there are things that Angela says that makes me go, oof. But at the end of the day, Angela's been there for us over and over and over again. You know, when I barely even knew her 6 years ago, you know, when we were like homeless, you know, after the GoFundMe, like she would like, and back then, like I was, you know, I was a lot more cutthroat than I was now. And she helped me, and every blogger in the world is just jumping down her throat, and they've been jumping down mine for supporting her, and that's why I've kept my mouth shut. I mean, I even unfollowed Angela on Instagram. I unfollowed her on Instagram. I unfollowed her on TikTok.
I give her a little piece too, from our crazy.
And I needed a piece because I kept getting bombarded with it. But she don't deserve this. Now there's rumors now that Michael, to circle back to this, and I'm sorry guys, Cody has shingles and I have them now, and I'm in a lot of pain. I don't know if you could tell, but they're on my face. And so just bear with me, okay? Let me pull this up. Oh my god, it's so bad. Let me tell you something. I was patient 0 with chickenpox in my school in 3rd grade. I gave it to everybody. This guy, I don't know how I got it. I had like the worst immune system in the world. So we're both just like on fire at the moment. So if I'm really uncomfortable. But let me pull this up here. So, okay. Oh, wrong one first. This is neat. Now, these are texts I've never shown anybody. I might have posted maybe a snippet of them just so people can get an idea. But this woman reached out to me. This was April of 2022. Okay. This woman, you know, hey, Johnny, I have information about Michael from 90 Day Fiance. And then she starts sending me texts of Michael talking to other women. And proof of Michael 90 Day. Michael with proof, screenshots, recordings. Okay, so this was in like, you know, when you send somebody a DM on Instagram, and if you don't follow them, it goes into like your reserved DM. And like, you know, back 2 years ago, I was still super blogging hard for the show, and my inbox was always completely filled. I didn't have enough time in a day to get to every message. So she's been telling me, Mike, proof of Michael 98, Michael with proof screenshot recordings, Mike, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And here are the recordings of the screenshots from Michael. And this is not only while he's with Angela, but while Angela is there and filming. This is Michael reaching out to, and this is just one woman of many. Okay. Now think about this for 1 second. Let me drop this. If Colt had women throwing their underwear at him like he was Mick Jagger during a concert, you don't think Michael's going to get the same thing? Like, look, even Gino, ew, has a new girl. So this is Michael. And you can see it's all Michael talking here. Hey, babe, I'm busy filming, okay? Right there. That's why I went off, okay? Miss you. Send me an email, okay? And there's his email address. I'm off here. Hey, babe, you there? Hello? You don't want to respond? Hello? You don't want to talk to me? Babe? Want to leave me back to the States tomorrow? Want to leave back to the States tomorrow, which I'm not sure yet. And then this hooker replies, yeah, you guys need to figure everything out. So this girl obviously knows that him and Angela are a thing. Just letting you know, I'm not leaving you, babe, okay? I'm serious. So again, who's scamming who here? And now the Team Michael people are saying, oh, Michael's a saint. Not only did he put up with Angela, but he was faithful. And clearly, I don't know, but this girl was in the States. She's here. I'm assuming they never met. And this is one of many, because I got more texts from other ladies. When I'm totally available, I'll update you more. The camera crew is still here, okay? So he's texting this woman while Angela's there, spending tens of thousands of dollars to fly to Nigeria, be there with the man that she loves. And this is her thanks. Why is this not in Kibbles and Bits GoFundMe? I'm not sure about that. So you want to talk about playing the long game? This is what Michael's been doing. As soon as he got to the States, he can drop Angela, and like this girl is a lot younger than Angela. As soon as he gets to the States, he could drop Angela and be with whoever he wants, and that's what he did. Sorry, I went Vicky Gumbelson on that one.
Kidding.
I totally went Vicky Gumbelson on that one. I'm not leaving you, baby, okay? I'm serious. She's saying she will leave me, etc. When I'm totally available, I'll update you more. The camera crew is still here. Miss you. I'll message you. Hey, babe, I'm filming, hun. I'll call you tomorrow, okay? So he's texting this woman while they're filming, and she's not even replying. Have some things I want to discuss with you, okay? Miss you. And there's Michael. You don't want to respond because to the idiots who are going to say, oh, no, the woman deleted her messages. She wasn't responding. Hello, you don't want to talk to me? Babe, are you ignoring me now? Really? And then finally, remind me to get to the PI because I have something to say about that too. because the whole PI thing was not a good look for Angela. Even when I watched the clip, I was on like, and again, I haven't watched the show. I just watch clips. So if it's on Instagram, and I'll, because obviously on Instagram I have a lot of followers, and I see a lot of things, and I follow a lot of people. So I did see the PI clip on Instagram. I'll get to that. Remind me after these messages are over, because I have tea on that too. Okay. Really? Sorry, I'm here. Why not responding? I'm even asking you to email me. You didn't. Sorry, I didn't want to cause trouble with Angela there. Just wanted to let you figure it out today. He replies, we're still fighting, asking me to take down IG. She's mad at me. Want to leave back to the States tomorrow, which I'm not sure yet. Like, hello? It's like Angelina. Hello? And again, Angela's no saint, but let me just put this out there so you can see who's scamming who here. And this broke Angela's heart, because I was the one that had to show her this. She cried on the phone with me for a week straight, and I never, ever heard Angela cry. Angela comes off as a tough bitch, which she is. Like I said, she is a formidable woman, Angela. But I've never heard her, and at this point, when I sent Angela these messages, it was right, I wasn't even talking to her really that much, because it was after the Vegas trip, and things didn't go perfectly in Vegas, and like I said, like I've had my ups and downs with Angela. So I can understand being on the other side of her, but she, for a week straight, every night she was crying to me on the phone, and I didn't know what to do. I was the one that had to tell this to her, and then I was the one to tell the girl to not move forward with this. I'm like, you cannot send these to anybody else. This will break her. And she's like, no, I know. That's why I'm reaching out to you. Let me see. I have a question. During one of the tells, Angela said Michael told her one of grandkids that women are. Yes, that is true. I don't know if it was like, I don't want to say Michael's rhetoric, but or maybe it was like a lapse in like, language. But this was sent to me directly from the woman involved, and this is one of many. And then let me see, what's this here? That one. So then I finally replied. This might be slightly out of order. MTT, I think I still put the wrong one up. This might be slightly out of order. So Michael approved, and I said, here, hello, and sorry it took me so long to write back. I haven't been on that much. It's okay. I figured, and she tells me it's okay. I figured the right to know. I sent to Angela too, but I haven't got an answer. I have screen recordings and everything of Michael saying, I love you. I said, was that to you? No, to my friend. However, we both have talked with Michael. She didn't want to put her name out there to the public. That was for me. There's a that's a video of Michael looking like he's naked, but I think it's a cameo or something like that. He deleted his Facebook, so I don't have all the previous messages, but he wanted my friend to come out for Valentine's Day. So in this cameo, and maybe you guys can find it on his Cameo page. I don't even know if he still has one. Probably, because it's a way to get money. He's reaching out to her, and there's that. So now let me play you this. Hold on. So this is an audio of Michael sending to this woman.
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
He just say he has money coming on the side, something that Angela's been saying for years now. Michael's been getting money on the side, like he's doing now, except on a way grander level. I'm gonna play that again. Listen to it.
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
Tell me that because she's watching you and him.
I'm not muted, Cody. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna play that one more time because I think it really needs to sink in. He's talking to this woman, saying how much he loves her, and he's whispering to her on the phone while production is there filming.
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
He loves her. He misses her. This is an Angela that he loves and misses. This is some, 90-day, and again, I will never understand how women can throw like Colt. I'll never get it. Especially when the whole world saw the red shirt video with Colt and whatever teeny tiny shrivel little short, when I think of Colts, I have to play this because it's just appropriate.
Teeny tiny shots.
There we are. One more.
Teeny tiny shots.
Exactly, Stephanie. So we are so
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
Avoided the fucking question.
again, people are now. What Cody was just saying to me was that Michael's still live on TikTok right now, and people are asking him in the comments, "Why is your GoFundMe still up? You already exceeded the amount you asked for. It's almost, I don't want to say almost double, but you got off 25K. You have another 10 on top. So why is it still up?" I'm not sure. There's been a few, but I don't know why people have to degrade themselves so much, like throw their underwear at people on the internet, like who are on 90-day fiance, it's like, you do that to people like Brad Pitt or I don't know, like not Colt Johnson and certainly not Michael. Let's see, what else do I have here? One. So there's that. So this has been going on, and this is, like I said, one person of many who was also talking to Michael. So Michael clearly was in the long game, And what happened when Michael got here? He stayed what? He got here like a day before Christmas, and he left the day that we got there in February. The day after. 2 months? About 2 months. And, I was just there with Angela and oh wait, let me get this off here. My pretty face. There we go. He came, he put in like whatever time he needed to, and then he took off. And now look, he's living the dream off all your dimes. And I don't even think he can work here. I'm not sure. Let me phone a friend. I don't even think he has a green card. I don't think he can work. Maybe he can. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But why would he need to? So let's get to the PI. I watched that clip, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't look good for Angela." I even showed it to Cody. I'm like, "This, again, I haven't watched. I haven't been watching the show, but I showed it to Cody. I'm like, this is not a good look for Angela." But there were certain things that this PI missed, and no, Michael can't legally work here yet. Why? But if he could, he wouldn't. Why? Because all you fools said just people want to call me a scammer. Lord,
I'm a fool. Can I get money? What else to say to people? I mean,
the PI couldn't even figure out that the Instagram account that Michael has, that one now, that it was actually him. This account, this Instagram account that people are saying it's Michael, it's not Michael. It was Michael the whole time. It's the same account he has now. So, I know that the PI came with 3 phone books for it to papers and stuff like that. But he couldn't even figure out that was his IG. And also, hold on. Sorry. There's just so much, man. Recently, some psychic. Hey, Kate, thanks for being a member. Recently, some psychic came on the scene and had met Angela at an event that she was at in Texas. Angela was doing doing nose candy. Let me tell you something. Can Angela drink? Oh, she sure can. The first time I met Angela, and I always go to Cody's a drinker. People think I am. Cody can outdrink anybody. He is Cody. The first time we met Angela at the Tell All in New York, maybe oh my God, 3-4 years ago now. I don't remember how long it was. We were out all night in New York City, and I'm 45. I think Angela's 57. I was maybe 41. She was 53. Cody was 36. And and we went out all night, and I was thinking like, okay, I'm like, when are we going back to the hotel room? And Angela can drink. I will. She can. She put me and Cody both to shame. But I could never, ever imagine Angela doing any booger sugar. No, never. It's something that's never even came up on like in conversation. So the psychic, I think a few people, she was on TikTok and she was saying that she was doing that, and that got debunked by somebody else on TikTok. A girl by the name of Alyssa Misner debunked that whole story on TikTok. Hold on. I don't even know how to pause on this. But this is the girl's TikTok.
Some TikToks.
See. I'll put it in the description afterwards. So that was debunked. They're just really just trying to throw everything they can at her right now. Yeah, Mara, can you put the link in the chat then, please? Thank you. And hi. Mara just had major surgery. Love you, sweetheart. It's like when you cook spaghetti and you throw it at the wall and you see if it sticks. Like that's what's being done now by everybody. Let me just throw that up there and see what happens, because everybody hates Angela so much. 99% of the people are going to believe it. And again, she does not look good on the show, and it's very easy for people to hate Angela.
But you also have to keep remembering that it's just clips.
But just like it's
You
very
don't see
easy
the
to
whole
hate me,
thing.
right? Because
TLC uses what TLC.
how many
wants
people
to use.
on YouTube put clips of me saying some stuff, but it's always taken out of context? They show me saying something horrible, but they don't show why I said something horrible. They just show, oh, I'm a monster, just like Angela. And does that give Angela a pass? No, and it certainly doesn't give me one either. But you can't, it's just not fair. But then again, who said life was fair, right? I need a moment. Sorry. Okay. There's one more thing I want to pull up. This. He could, Angela isn't asking for like, anything that's annulment. She just wants the marriage to be annulled. There's no property that needs to be divided. There's no custody of kids. There's no, I need Kibbles and Bits here to post. And I think everybody, whether you hate Angela or you love Michael or you hate me or you hate cats or you hate ice cream, people need to ask, well, where's the bills? Where are these retainers that Michael has to give this money towards? Because this is a lie.
Can I step in for a second?
Yeah.
Michael has no issue with him and his friends and all that of sending Angela's tax information.
Oh, yes, the taxes.
With everything to all these scammers, so that way her information was out there without her even knowing anything. But yet he won't show where any of this money is going to. But he has no issue showing Angela's tax information.
And
So show yours.
And who are the idiots who are like, what? There's no proof of nothing here. This is a paragraph. Oh, Angela's mean to me on the show. Send me money. $35,000. 10,000 over what they asked, and there's no proof of like any retainer, nothing. I mean, I know when I ask for help, I have to sign everything in blood. In blood, I have to send that to show everything. So where is this money? And it says, please note, Kibbles and Bits, a blogger from YouTube. I asked her to help me set this up campaign, but please be assured all the funds are going directly to me. Oh, Michael. Oh, rest assured, we know that all those funds are going directly to you. But where's the proof of anything? Like, and to leave like an open-ended, this money being donated will be used to cover all legal expenses in connection with this annulment, and you only need $200. I mean, that's by you just doing it on your own. I mean, if you want an attorney, it's Jeff Davis County in Georgia. It is like almost Deliverance. Like it is so rural there. Like there's no attorneys there that would charge this ungodly amount of money for an annulment. None, especially when it's so easy. This is ridiculous. Whatever you can give, I will deeply appreciate it. I understand all of us are having a hard time, and I hate to ask for any support. Like, the money does will cover all legal expenses in connection with this moment and any other legal matters. There are no other legal matters. I mean, look at this. Karen Thomas, $500. What? Oh, God. Insane. The people want to hate Angela so much. And trust me, is she worthy of some people say yes, absolutely, 100%. Has Angela done not so nice things on a show? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Have I fought with Angela in the past of our 7 years being friends together? Yes, absolutely, 100%. But let's not forget that this guy just got $40,000 not 3 weeks ago. $40K. He's living in a house right now, or an apartment, a nice apartment. I don't know if it's an apartment or a house. I think it's in a complex. A condo, maybe. Living there rent-free. He's on TikTok now for hours, and people are sending money hand over foot. This is, and he's keeping it up. He is the scammer. And to the people saying, well, Angela was bringing him here. So Angela went through all this for 7 years. And again, I know I'm in the minority here. And I know that most of the people on earth right now hate Angela. I know it. And I know, and again, this is one of the reasons why I have kept my mouth shut, because I'm going through a lot on my end here in my own personal life, and I didn't want to take this on. But there's no one on earth that knows this family better than me. And it's not right. And this guy who played the long game is getting all this money. He's made $75,000 in 3 weeks. God almighty. Now that's the American dream, ain't it?
No one proves that he's good at what he does.
Well, there it is.
And he had that extra $10,000 to buy a car.
So it's up to you guys how you want to take this, but you know, oh, I already said about the PI that he couldn't even tell Michael's Instagram account was legit because the PI missed the easiest thing. That he missed. I mean, she could have hired me as a PI. I could have told her that because we knew that it was Michael's account the whole time, and it's the same account he has now, and the PI missed that. I mean, shit. All these sleuths here on IG, YouTube, Twitter, they could have told them that, but the PI missed that. So to the people who are saying like Angela's a scammer, I don't know, Angela spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this man, flying there, putting up like oh, I forgot this. Michael owed Angela $70K. Because the last time she went there, like, when they were in the hotel and it was moved and she had to fly, Michael kept promising Angela, oh, I'll pay you back as soon as we get the check. I mean, they're a married couple. So if I was Judge Judy, I would say, like, that's what happens when you play house, right? But, she was the one that Angela was always the one putting the money up and paying for the attorneys. Like, you'd think this was cheap on Angela's end? Why? What? I want like an honest answer to this question. What was Angela trying to do? Like, how was she scamming Michael? Did she treat him like crap? Yeah, but sometimes people need to be treated like crap when they screw around. Like, so Angela is supposed to be happy about this here. And Angela is supposed to hear this clip and be like, oh, no, Michael.
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now. You're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
And that's him whispering to this woman while Angela's there in production while they're filming. And like, we're all married, or most of us are, and we're going to sit here and be like, oh, we don't get into fights with our spouses and we don't have fight and we don't call them out. Oh, and by the way, about the taser, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, but whatever. Angela had the taser on her because Michael was handsy with her.
Michael had the taser in his hand and he was all over Angela and everything. Angela was able to get that away from him and she held on to it so that way he didn't have it. And he turned the fucking story, the dang stories.
And like, Angela is like a toothpick now. Like, back, before she had all the work done and she lost the weight, I would give Angela beating Michael in a fist fight because I would, but Angela is so skinny. I don't want to say frail, but she's not frail. She's skinny and there's no way.
She's skinny now, like, she's a tall lady and she's skinny,
And to the people claiming that Angela tased Michael, the police report says differently.
Because Michael lies.
Let me see if I get the police report. Hold on. I don't want to wait too much because I think I pretty much said everything I want to say, at least for this live. People don't know that Michael punched Angela in the side of her head and she fell. But that was Angela trying to protect Michael. I don't know, man. But I just. This guy is not a guy that deserves all this pity because you watch an edited TV show. Does he deserve some pity? Yeah, absolutely, he does. You know, there were things that Angela did to him that were not great. And, you know, but Angela, again, like I said, wears her heart on her sleeve like I do, and you act out when you're hurting. And, ay. Angela had a taser for her own protection. And clearly, if that was the big issue, production would have fired her there on the spot. Because remember, like, you know, when Michael left, when I broke the news at Angela's house back in February, you know, everyone was saying, oh, Angela was fired from the show. She'll never be on 90 Day again. Remember that? And I'm like, I'm not so sure about that. But nobody wanted to listen to me because I'm the Angela simp. Nobody wanted to listen to me because, oh, John, you're too close to Angela. And John will lie. John will lie about Angela because, you know, Angela's my golden goose. I've been connected to a lot of cast members over 10 years for being on this show. And y'all know I was the lead blogger of this show for a decade. When people wanted 90-day information, they came to me. You look at my channel, I've gone live with almost, you know, all the OGs. Like, you know, now I can care less about all these new people on the show. They're all fake. They don't care. They're on the show to, like, you know, get free plastic surgery, promote their brand, get on Pillow Talk. There's nothing genuine about this show anymore to me. But Angela, she always does the best she can. And she really always tries to make everybody happy, no matter how she comes off. And she's been there for me when I was at the lowest of my lows. And she picked me up. I mean, for Christ's sakes, she was at baby girl Lisa's house in Pennsylvania. Well, October. Yeah. She got an Uber to drive her. Says spend $500 on an Uber to get from Pennsylvania to the Jersey Shore where I live to see me when I was going through what I'm currently going through now. And came with a giant Care Bear, like a life-size Care Bear. And she is the only cast member that's ever even been in my house. And we live in a fun place, man. Like, you know, we live in Seaside Heights. That's where they filmed Jersey Shore. Like, you know, it's not like I live like in the sticks. I live 2 blocks from the beach, man. And that's the type of woman she is. And I'll always stand by her. And if, and I'm brutally honest with her and she's brutally honest with me, and that's how we are. And do we get mad at each other sometimes? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I know what she's worth and I know who she is. And she doesn't deserve this. And anybody who's thinking this GoFundMe, this is the biggest joke. And I think Julie just texted me that she was just in Michael's chat. Oh, here it is. I can't, hold on. Julie just posted. God, I hate doing it this way, but that's Julie. Michael, why did you do GoFundMe when you just got paid $40K from the show 3 weeks ago? And then she got blocked.
Oh, avoiding the question.
And you look at this guy on his TikToks, this guy is not any man in pain. When you're asking for money, especially like 25,000, and he comes off all smiles, life is great with his designer shirts now, and like his apartment he's not paying for. And he has, I'm telling you right now, he told me himself personally, if I ever get to the States, I have a ton of Nigerian attorneys that'll help me. And that was from him to me. Because there was a night when it was me, Angela, and Skyla, and we were sitting at her table, and Michael was on the FaceTime, like I said earlier, and they were having like a little go at it. And Angela looked at me and said, "Johnny, what do you think?" And I'm like, "You don't want to hear what I have to think." And she's like, "No, I do." And I said, "I think you're both fools." That thinking that this marriage or this is going to work. But like I said, when you're in love with somebody, you have the blinders on. And when me and Cody were separated for 2 months, hey, Jewel, I didn't want to hear anything anybody had to say about Cody, because that was my man. If I were anybody that donated to this GoFundMe, I would ask for a refund immediately. And 1,000,000% fact. He got paid $40,000 from the show a week or two before this GoFundMe came up. And again, you can't use GoFundMe for anything legal. And there's nothing here. There's no bills from attorneys. There's nothing. What is wrong with everybody? Maybe it's because I'm jaded. Maybe it's because I'm jaded because whenever I did have to ask for help from people, which I have, I had my own GoFundMe 6 years ago. Everything I had to sign was in blood. I had to show documents, everything, like to the letter. Like they reported my GoFundMe, and like I had to show them like the whole thing, and they froze it. They froze my PayPal. They froze. Well, I didn't have Cash App or Venmo or anything back then. I had PayPal, and that was it. But they froze it, saying like I'm scamming people. We just need the money so we can move. And this, what? What is this? A paragraph for an annulment? That $25,000 for something that costs 90% less? No. Ask the rest of the cast unhappily when they got paid. It'll line up with Michael. I promise you that. And not only did he get what he wanted, he's over 10K with donations. And people just, because their hate for Angela is so much, like, for a lack of a better word, that they will just throw whatever they can at him. I see comments in the chats about like, oh, Michael deserves to be here. He's, so now he deserves to be here because of what Angela put him through. Does he? Because, I don't know. I don't have any clips of Angela flirting with men. I don't have, I know Angela, people are saying, oh, she was being like, chummy with like the plastic surgeon or whatever. That's just Angela. Angela would not have gone through this for 7 years if she truly didn't love Michael. What? So she could bring him here and he could be like a houseboy, a maid? What? Anybody who donates this GoFundMe is a fool, and you should get a donation back immediately. And put on there, you got paid $40,000 right before this GoFundMe came up. And now he'll be here forever. He's not going anywhere. Michael's not going anywhere. He worked for 7 years to get here. He was so miserable with Angela. He got treated he got treated badly by Angela for 7 years, but he stayed with her. Why? Why? Oh my God, MW, that is the most ridiculous thing in the world. Not what you're saying, but that argument is the most ridiculous. Angela could have gone on Single Life. I mean, I think Skyla's going to be on Single Life. Angela could have been on Single Life, and she could have been the same Angela, with all the friggin' 90-day spinoffs that are, and there's what, like over 50 if you want to count from the beginning. How many different 90-Day Fiancé shows are there? Angela could have went on Single Life. Maybe Angela could have been on Before 90 Days Again with somebody new. She didn't need Michael to stay on the show. Look at oh my God, the guy Tim and Veronica. Look at them. Veronica was Tim's friend, and now she's been on Single Life for what, 3 seasons? Look at Natalie, the blonde. Look at Natalie and Mike. Natalie's been on the Single Life for 4 seasons or 3. I don't know. She didn't need Michael to stay on TLC. She didn't need Michael to stay on Sharp. She could have been on one of many spinoffs that the show offers. And let's not forget, Angela was just on the Drew Barrymore show. I know people hate to say it because, the fact that, like,
February, right? Or
and by the way, guys, when Angela was on Drew Barrymore, she was still with Michael. Michael was there.
Yes, Michael was there.
Okay. People are saying, the lies being said about, and that's why I had to go live tonight. And I know I'm going to get a ton of crap for it, but I just
can't please them all.
I couldn't. Well, that's going to be on my. That's going to be my epitaph. Here lies John Yates. Can't please them all. You threw me off with that. But I had to say something, because, like, what's being done is wrong on every level. And Michael is a scammer, was a scammer, will be a scammer, every chance of scammer, because that's who he is. No, my epitaph will be "Here lies John Yates, a day late and a dollar short." That's what I want on my. That's what I want on my tombstone. But yeah, it's, and again, I hate to make a sweeping generalization about a certain type of people or a stereotype, but Nigerians are known for scamming. I mean, there's a reason why they're not allowed to come here, and they have like the Nigerian call centers. Like, we all know this. The Nigerian prince. Oh, hi, I'm a Nigerian prince. Please send me money. Like, this has been going on for years. And like, I've had enough of it. You know, Angela can go on any other network she wanted to and be on a show. You know, and that's it. And again, you know, has Angela been the nicest to Michael? No, she hasn't. And were there times when I was like, "Oh, Angela, no." Yeah. But that doesn't mean that this guy can come here and with this bullshit. And
Now, what if the roles were reversed? What if Angela was doing that over there in Nigeria? How would that play out?
gotta be me. That is not my department. That is a low grade blogger who will do anything they can, like doing this GoFundMe. Like, I'm a blogger, right? I've never set up a GoFundMe for somebody else. That's ridiculous. Imagine if I set up a GoFundMe for Angela, the hate I would get. I'd have the whole force of police here. I'd be walking out of my house in cuffs right now.
We'd have to go move into the police department.
I would. I'd be like,
We'd
you
have
know,
to.
bloggers
Good
should
Lord.
not. You know, I have no problem sharing people's GoFundMes. Like, you know, and in case you want to donate to people, let me give you a couple of worthwhile causes. You know, my friend Patrick, who's been on panel, he's battling brain cancer right now, and
Yes, he is.
doesn't have the
God
money.
bless him.
If I know, a couple years
It's
back,
not cheap.
Patrick, who sent me the Lego set, he is going through brain cancer right now, and he just started chemo and radiation, and he's struggling. And that man has the most amazing outlook on life. And if you want to look at my community tab, I have the links to how to help him. Like, you know, people are sending money to Michael, who's clearly skinning, but like people with brain cancer who really need the help because he can't afford his medical bills, like, those are the people that need help. I have another friend, Tammy, and I haven't posted it yet. I've done it for 20 years, and she's going through a vicious custody battle right now with some demon that she married, and she can't even see her own kid, and she needs help with that. Like, those are the people that need your help. People like,
What about John and Cody?
and then there's John and Cody, who will always need
We
it.
always need help because we get that shit in
Hey,
there.
videos. But this is not someone who needs your help with this bullshit paragraph. Oh, videos. I got rid of like I got rid of the 99 cents here, so that's on me. You know, that was just a joke for, like, you know, but welcome back. Like, and just to give this one paragraph, and people can't give the money fast enough. With no proof of anything, no lawyer's bills. Why don't they show it, like, you know, the 40K he just got from the show? And then that makes me think, like, well, Mary Kay, what, Kibbles and Bits, what are you getting out of this? No blogger should be preparing someone else's GoFundMe from the cast. I mean, I've shared GoFundMes from the cast when I believed in them. But to write someone else's, like, that's how desperate you are? No. Well, videos, I'm sorry, and welcome back, and here you are. Oh. Okay, well, thank you. This is a joke. And the fact that people are just still giving money, and he's, and he makes a lot of, he probably makes per TikTok live about 1,000, 2,000.
But it's all his scammers. They wouldn't know how to do it too.
Oh God, don't even get me started on that one.
Is this Scammers 101? Where's the book?
Don't even get me started on that one,
Can
MW,
you
please.
go ahead and send me the book?
I don't have that type of energy. But that's, I think, all I have to say, to be honest with you. I know that Angela never put her hands on Michael. I know that he put her hands on her. I know that I know that this GoFundMe is a joke. I think, I don't understand how people, and again, like, they see the show. And again, the show does not paint a pretty picture of Angela. It doesn't. And I can understand why people would just be like, oh, here, take it.
Show the
I get it.
receipt.
But I just learned, and the reason why I did this live tonight, because I just learned tonight about the 40K he just got. And I was like, okay, now I got to say something. Because
It's bullshit.
You're all being scammed, man. You could hate Angela all you want, but this guy is scamming you with a big old smile on his face.
She's been telling you guys that for years.
He's doing with a
but
big
y'all
old
didn't
smile.
listen.
And listen, if I were Michael, I would have the same smile on my face. Oh, look at here. I got here. I was here for 2 months. I got this great apartment. I'm not paying for it. Everyone's sending me money like crazy. The American dream. Like, just like the Nigerians promised
That's
to everybody
what he
else
wanted.
on Paradise Men. I'm sure somewhere in Nigeria, there's a big golden plaque of Michael like this.
Oh, and
Or like
other,
this. Or like this,
all
catching the
other
money from the sky,
hundreds
saying
that
our
will
founder.
too.
Like, there's probably like a bronze statue of Michael somewhere in Nigeria, like
There's tons
Like
before,
this.
tons that are going to be
our
after.
founder, Michael, showing that, yes, the Paradise Men is the American dream. And that's why we did this, because we're going to get all these Nigerians to make believe that we're in love with these older women from America. Thank you, Roxanne. And again, if you don't want to like Angela, that's fine. If you want to like if you want to like Michael, that's fine too. But I would demand proof. He's getting $35,000. Let me reload this. Let me see if there's any more money he just got. Let me see. $34,568. Oh my God. He made $500 more during this live in 2 hours. Look at this. It was at $34,568. Look at this. Now look. Now it's $34,963.
So where's all the money that he owes Angela? Because Angela was paying for all that stuff every time she went over there. Did he ever reimburse her for anything? She was going over there. She was the one that was getting the apartments and the hotels for weeks and weeks and weeks that she had to pay for. Was he out there? You
No.
never saw him out there paying for
No, you know what
nothing.
Michael was doing?
You saw. Wait a minute.
No, wait.
Let me finish. You always saw Angela coming home with not coming home, but like going to the place with food or like, okay, let's go out to eat and like do this. And she was the one that was always paying this shit. You never saw once Michael do not damn one thing. He didn't even want to hand over his phone
No.
during any of it.
Here's what Michael is doing. This.
Kachi, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
So there you go. That's what he was doing, making sure, and like he's got money on the side,
He had money everywhere.
and the PI couldn't find that. I mean, that's Michael's own words to a whore,
Saying, I love you.
and I call her a whore because anybody who is talking to a married man who's on TV and is watching
Knows that
them
he's married.
is a
and he-
whore.
And right next to her,
Sorry.
knowing he wasn't
that's
going to
what-
leave her.
And the PI couldn't find that.
Yeah, that's
The
a
PI,
shitty
the PI couldn't find anything, but John Yates has it. I don't know what Timu PI you hired, Angela, but that was a fail.
You
But
need to get you need to sue him.
um,
He probably can't even find his paperwork now.
you know, any
Shit.
any woman or man talking to a married person, and she says,
And
"Oh, I don't
knowing
want I don't want things to get bad between you and Angela," but you're a woman having
an affair,
affair with this guy.
a married man. But you don't want to cause problem. So then don't open your legs.
Close your legs
mouth.
to married men. Oh, I think you're gonna do the Nene thing. Like Nene says, close your legs to married men.
Well, close your legs and close your lips, upper and lower, to married men.
Cody.
And tie your hands behind your back.
Yeah. So this will conclude this live for this evening. Again, I've been trying to stay away from because of what me and Cody have been going through with toxic people.
I have my own.
I've been trying to make my life light, and I have not been the same I don't think I ever will be. Too much stuff has happened in my life, and I don't even like talking about this negative stuff anymore because I need fresh air and I need to be around positive things and positive people because it's really the only thing that's keeping my sanity straight at the moment. So I stopped blogging and digging and posting and because it's exhausting. And I just when I've been doing lives, it's about just fun stuff. Is it getting the views that I want them to get? No, but trust me, I'd rather get 1,000 views and have fun than 20,000 and be miserable. Because at the end of the day, whatever money that you make from it, it's just not worth it.
Because you're going to go through hell
So
for the next few years for it, if not forever. But nobody stops.
It is what it is, right? So, but seeing that I've had, I don't know, over 400 people for most of this live, this failed blogger, I think it's good, right, Cody? Yeah, I think I'm good. I can still command an audience. So, sorry, just put a little jab in. I'll be doing an after show. It'll be on the middle tier. Thank you, Roxanne, for I'll be doing an after show. And it'll be Julie or one of my mods, Wicked, Velvet. If you could drop my members link again, I'll be doing an after show in about let's shoot for 11:30. It's 11:13 now. I just need 15 minutes. I'll be doing it on the 90 Day Fiance tier, which is the middle tier. So this, and then if you want to get more into it, I'll drop links, and then we could talk about it, more in detail. There's only so much I could say on a public live. So, I want to thank everybody for being here and listening to me, and
Hopefully
Again,
you take something away from
every-
this and I
listen,
don't know. Just make up your own
you
mind.
don't have to like Angela.
No, just make up your own mind.
You don't have
Look
to.
at the facts and make up your own mind.
And you could love Michael all you want, but just I hope anybody watching this sees that there's way more to this story. And that's why I had to say something. That GoFundMe is a joke. And I want Kibbles and Bits to say how they knew that he got $40,000 right before they started that GoFundMe. Because you want to talk about scammers, they're the scammers. That's a scamming game, that they teach in first grade in Nigeria. Hi, welcome to first grade. Before you can read, let me teach you scamming 101. And Michael, he does it with he looks doofy, like, oh, like I thought Michael was an imbecile, like an idiot, and I was like, Angela, what do you see in him? But Michael is sharp, man. He knows what he's doing, clearly, but because he just got $75,000 in 3 weeks, and all us good Americans are paying for it. The American dream. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate the support. And to my members, I'll see you in a few minutes on my after show. Good night, everybody. Bye.